Hey guys, how's it doing? Sorry, I'm pointing to the wrong direction. So this is an unboxing video, and I've just received an excellent Swagbox from Zolplay, and Zolplay, the company on my hat. So I've already attended their developer conference. It's really exciting. I've not anticipated to receive another thing comes from Zolplay, so I'm very excited. I've already know some of the content in the box. There's going to have some stickers, but unfortunately I'm not a huge sticker guy, but there's an exception. So I doesn't stick any stickers on my currently working MacBooks anymore. #adult and boring. But I still have my first MacBook ever, which is a 2014 MacBook Pro. Well, my dad bought me this, and it's for my college days. So I'm not going to sell this, never, and it's mean a lot to me. So this is the only MacBook that I have with stickers on. So I'm going to replace the stickers, not all of them though, on my MacBook, and I'll play a little game with the stickers, and you are going to love it. But let's talk about the box. I've already opened it. It's a really well-designed box. Everybody has already covered the detail. I'll skip all of that. I'll introduce you the item of the box, another swag hat, and just like this, in a bag, really cool. And the shirt, yeah, everything black, ta-da! And it's 3XL, thank you, Kelly. It fits my body shape. Okay, and a bunch of stickers. So what I'm going to do with all those stickers is, I see there's basically two sets of stickers. I'm going to stick every one of them uniquely on the back, on the A side of my MacBook. So, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So each one of them, I'm going to roast one thing, and I'm going to roast it, whatever it's like. You know, I won't pick domain. I will just start it to roast stuff. You can watch it like a stand-up, but I'm sit down, so I think that's okay. So, but before I started to stick stickers to my MacBook, the first thing I'm going to get rid of the current sticker on the A side of my MacBook. Here. I'm sorry, TestV, but I think your show quality just dropped so much. This is hard to get off. Sorry, I'm not good at everything with manual labor. But nice. Bye-bye, TestV. So, the first thing I'm going to roast is Apple Music. So, Apple, for a $1 trillion level of a company, you can't even manage to make an application that streams music fluently. Even if I enable global proxy in China, I cannot get a good streaming experience. It's bad. And what is Dolby Atmos? Dolby Atmos is a nightmare. It's the worst thing ever happens to the music industry. It's just HRTF. Don't argue with me. Just don't. I don't have all those advanced speakers system inside my dorm room. I just have my AirPods, and Dolby Atmos make music worse. The propaganda is totally a lie. I hate Dolby Atmos. I hate Apple Music client, but it's the cheapest way that I can listen to lossless music. Yes, I know. Most of the time I just listen to AirPods, and it's streaming via like 256 kilobyte per second-ish AAC codec, which is not lossless. But you just have to admit that music inside Apple Music sounds a little better. So yes, I choose it for the quality of music, but I hate Dolby Atmos, and I hate that client. That's the first roast. Okay, the second one Windows is underrated. This is not much of a roast, really, but this is also a roast to Apple. macOS software quality is continuing dropping these days. You can see all kinds of stupid error. Memory leaks, that kind of bugs appearing on macOS and iOS. Windows is not like record-breaking stable. But I think Windows is underrated because it have to handle tons of compatibility issues, and you can have like excellent gaming experience on Windows. And they are like putting their efforts on a lot of different things, like the thing just announced, the dev container, and exciting things like Windows subsystems for Linux and Android. You can see that they are working hard, like to improve the developer experience and gaming experience on their operating system. But for Apple, all I can see is like they trying to organize the resource inside of their ecosystem. It's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I bite my tongue. Shit. So it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But Apple, please take the risk. It's good for you. So this is another one. So camera or phone? It's definitely a phone for me. So that's one of the reasons that each year all those companies are working harder and harder to improve the image quality on phones right now, because it's actually very useful. Most people, if you ask them, they no longer have a camera inside of their home. But for the most, like 90% of the time, I think iPhone, the one that I'm using right now, is enough for capturing the moment. And it's all about, I think, the core of photography. Yes, it's a form of art, but for ordinary people, it's to capture the moment. It's to capture the moment that you think it is beautiful. Then, with this little tablets on your hand, you can do that. But imagine if ordinary people, if they're using a DSLR camera, they have to figure out what those buttons means. Are they taking a good lens that fit the scenario? Are they beautiful enough? Like all those choices has already become noise inside your head. So instead of just capturing the moment, you have a lot of other things to worry about. But on phones, especially well-designed phones like Pixel and iPhone, it's way easier. So no go. It's definitely phones for me to capture in the moment. Yes, and Chinese or English. I'm using a lot of English, although I'm currently still physically living in China. I feel the difference of two different languages, especially, my all colleagues are from France, so they are not English native speaker too. So I ask them questions about the difference of these two languages. So it's really interesting for me. For the first time in my life, those foreigners are actually thinking Chinese is simple. Because when I was a kid, my Chinese teachers keeps telling us, like Chinese is the most sophisticated language in the world. And I just think, of course it is, because you have so much different variants of Chinese languages, and you have such rich culture background of Chinese language. I never dig into the detail of the language. But I think for them, what they mean is grammar-wise, Chinese is relatively easy, I guess, because people can easily understand them, even if they are speaking in nonsense. I do find that compared to English, Chinese is like more emotional, And this, I think, is kind of the reason that they think Chinese is easy, because compared to other languages, Chinese is better on expressing feelings. It's a beautiful language, Chinese, but from a logical perspective, English is way more clearer. Damn, this is hard to open. This is cool. This is with a laser thing on it. Okay, so where do we put it? Here. So the last one. So for me, I'm currently working more and more on the front-end side. I like to do the things that are related to actual user interaction. These are the fields that I'm interested in. But many people could have different explanation, just like all those, Rust fanboys.
Speed and power.
But I don't think performance is the first thing if you're going to build an application that you're going to care about. Let me give you an example. Like in the first few years after iOS shifting to that,
2 hours later.
a really fun thing to do. So yeah, front end or back end? Front end. So this is the last piece. Let's stick it in. Okay. This is also a laser one. Nice. Let's turn it up. Let's fire it up. Ta-da! It's really cool. Wrong direction. Okay. So this is my unboxing. I hope you like it. I don't plan to make such a long video when I started to make it, but it's quite long actually. Thank you for watching till the end. And thank you Zolplay for mailing me all those fantastic stuffs. And originally I planned to make this video in Chinese, but I think, okay, let's make it in English. Maybe a bad idea, but I will post it on YouTube, so maybe not a bad idea. If you like this video, please subscribe. Although I doesn't have a lot of fans and this is not particularly a well-made video, but thank you for liking and subscribing, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.